I'm Dan Ritter with the Cavalcanto team at Coldwell Banker Preferred, and it's time for this week's Tuesday Tip. This week's Tuesday Tip is about negotiating the contract, but more specifically, negotiating in a collaborative way. A lot of times we approach the negotiation process competitively, meaning that we have one side, the buyer, and the other side, the seller. And it's just a lot of hitting heads, trying to get the best possible deal for one side versus the other side. My concept, or at least the way that I try to approach the negotiating process, is collaborative, where we all work together for the very best outcome for everyone involved. Now, this doesn't negate the responsibility a realtor has to their client, because you really are trying to look out for the best interests of your specific client in that situation. But it doesn't have to be fraught with complications. You know, when I approach the closing table as I'm talking to the realtor across from me, I always like to say that we're all on the same side. We're working toward the same goal, which is to close on the property and make sure that my client and their client gets what's best for them. If you enter into the negotiation process for a contract with that attitude and in that spirit, the likelihood of a smooth transition and a really easy transaction goes up exponentially. If you go into it thinking we're two opposing forces, there's going to be complications throughout. Now, not everyone has this mindset, and you can't force someone to see it this way, but if you can try to go into the process saying, I want what's best for me, but I also want to make sure that everyone leaves this transaction with a positive attitude, it can really help with perspective. The price you have in mind may be the price that you absolutely will not budge on, and sometimes that's the case, and that's due to a lot of factors, but you can go in the negotiating process with an open mind and, a little contrary to what some people say, an open heart. It's possible to go through the entire sales process on either side of the transaction with a very positive attitude for a positive experience. So that's this week's Tuesday Tip. As always, I love connecting with you on social media, and of course you can reach me by phone and email. Remember, who you work with matters. Make it a great day.